What's up, guys? Welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/IDontWorkHereLady. Alright, here we have a story called, I work for this corporation, but not this location. I had this happen a few days ago. I work for a state corporate mega mart since I don't work as a server since getting fired because of needing to cut payroll. So I am doing some shopping across town for some things I needed. I'm in a local gaming store as I wanted a Hori joystick for playing Street Fighter V and some other 2D fighting games for my PS4. I get a text message from my mom asking me to stop at the local Mega Mart to pick up a few things, as I needed to pick up some stuff of my own since I am a vegan. Found a way to mention it, didn't you, buddy? I get into the local Mega Mart and start getting stuff from off of my list and stuff from my mom's shopping list. I'm hanging around the deli getting some cheese for my mom when Kevin showed up. I'm looking around for blocks of mozzarella and some sliced provolone, as well as sliced garlic bologna and ham when I am grabbed from behind.
Excuse me? What the hell do you think you're doing?
What?
Why don't you get behind the counter, do your freaking job, and slice me some meat, cheese, and macaroni salad?
Keep in mind, the store uniform is black pants, black shoes, and a red shirt with the corporate logo on the right breast. I'm wearing a Japanese wrestling shirt, black skirts, black thigh-high socks, my Doc Martin Mary Janes, and a Los Ingobernables de Japón. Or is it one of those situations where like the G is silent, like Ingobernables or something? I don't know. Baseball cap. I'm sorry, sir. I can't help you.
What are you saying? You can't freaking help me? Why don't you get your manager so I can get your freaking ass fired, you stupid floozy?
I'm telling you, I can't help you. I do work for this corporation, but I don't work for this location.
That makes no freaking difference. Give me a freaking manager.
By this time, a deli associate comes out and asks us if he can help us.
Yeah? Can you give me your manager so this bimbo can be fired?
I'll be back in a minute. He goes back and gets a manager. The manager recognizes me because he came to our store to do our orientation when I was being trained to be a cashier.
Hey, insert name here. What's up?
Not much. Customer wanting to be a jerk.
Hey, I resent that, especially coming from someone being a bimbo.
And your problem being?
She won't go back behind the counter and slice cheese and meat for me.
Manager looks over at me and gives me a knowing grin.
Sir, she really doesn't work at the store. She works across town, and besides, she wouldn't be able to help you anyway since she can't operate the cutter since she isn't old enough.
He's getting angrier at this point.
I also resent you calling her all the names you calling her. Yes, she works for this company, but she doesn't work at this location. She isn't a bimbo or a floozy. She is a hard-working young woman.
So you're gonna fire her for not helping me?
No, I'm not firing her for not helping you. If anything, I can ask you to leave the store.
Kevin yells something unintelligible and walks away, leaving me to stand there and shake my head. I hate stupid people. Man, don't y'all just wish they didn't have stories like this, like nothing else to them? Like, I hate it, man. Like, I hate OP for that. I hate you, OP. Oh, holy mother of unpredictability, what's this? Another part? An update? Is this an update to the previous story? There's no way, man. There's no way. That's too convenient. Okay, well, it says,
update!
Sorry. I work for this corporation, but not this location. It's gotta be. It's the same username and everything. Wow, guys, we got lucky. Okay. I just got off work from not long ago and got home. I had to update the story of my Kevin run-in. If you're unfamiliar with my Kevin run-in, click here, and they left a cute little link. It's cute because it's cute. So I'm working today, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., and all is going well. We're slammed with the usual after-church crowd that is buying stuff to make lunch or for dinner with friends. I'm about 3 hours into the shift when my Kevin and his wife show up in my line. When I say my Kevin, I'm talking about the Kevin I had to run in with, not my boyfriend's name. Today, I decided to give my eyes a break from wearing contacts and decided to wear my glasses, so he doesn't recognize me. I'm also helped by the fact that I have my bald head exposed instead of wearing a baseball cap as I did a week ago. I greet them with a hello, she says hi back, and he says nothing. I expected as much. Then I ask the question, did you find everything okay? And he launches into a tirade.
Yeah, you didn't have the pork and ketchup you had in the flyer in today's paper?
We had advertised a tremendous deal on pork shoulder and ketchup. My mom and I saw the advertisement in today's paper, and Mom wanted me to get some pork and ketchup before I started work, text her, and she'd come and get it off of me. I could only get a rain check for the pork, but I did get 2 goes of ketchup since it's only limit 6. We're totally out of both. After we're done here, you can go over to customer service and they will gladly give you a rain check for both the pork and the ketchup.
But I don't want to wait to get my pork and ketchup. I want them now.
I'm sorry. The only thing I can tell you is you can go over to customer service and get a rain check. You'll be guaranteed to get the items you want. Your alternative is to come back tomorrow and see if we got it in, but you won't be guaranteed to get it.
Great. Just great. You tell me you're gonna be a freaking bimbo floozy to me again, aren't you? I bet you're lying to me and I'm more of both in the back. Are you lying to me?
I'm starting to get pissed at this point as I'm running their stuff through the register. I'm not lying to you, sir. As a matter of fact, when I was shopping earlier, I asked, which is how I know.
I bet you're hiding pork and ketchup under your register that you're trying to keep away from me.
I got my rain check for the pork and I bought ketchup, yeah.
See, I knew you were stealing it out from under me.
I got it before my shift started and there was plenty. At this point, I was getting near the end of their order. My supervisor comes walking over.
Hey, OP, sorry we didn't get you to break yet. We've been slammed trying to get others off to break. When you're done with this customer, go take your lunch and your 15 since you're getting close to the end of your shift.
Okay, Kevin to the super as she's turning away.
Hey, sweetness. Get me a manager. This bimbo,
Pointing to me.
needs either to get written up or fired.
I'll get you someone.
At this point, his wife is really embarrassed by the way he's acting, really wants to get out of there.
What's the total? I just want to get out of here before he causes more of a scene.
I give her the total, he hears me giving her the total, and he starts back in.
Oh, no. We're not paying for crap until we talk to a manager.
At this point, I turn my back to them, waiting for a manager to come. The Kevin grabs my shoulder to turn me around.
You look at me, bimbo.
As he's starting to turn me, I take my left hand and grab his wrist. I turn and twist his wrist as people are watching now. I talk to him. I let the first time you grabbed me go. I'm not letting this time go. You have fair warning. The next time you grab me, I'm putting you on the floor and you will be in a world of hurt. He snorts and starts to yell.
You saw that. She threatened me. She assaulted me.
I shake my head, turn my back to him, and turn my light off. A few minutes later, I see my supervisor come, but she has 2 people coming with her. Not an assistant manager, not the general manager, but the district and regional managers. Kevin starts in about me before they have a chance to get my side or ask any questions. He starts in that I'm stealing crap and that I bought ketchup out from under him when he needed it, and how I didn't help him before at the other store. The district manager told him to shut up. I explained my side of the story. I showed the rain check for the pork and the receipts for the 2 goes of ketchup. When Kevin talked about me grabbing his wrist and nearly breaking his arm, around me tell of how he grabbed me first and I defended myself. The managers watch the video and it confirms my story. The regional manager basically tells him to get out of the store. I turn to the wife, give her the total, she pays, and we're all good. I walk around the counter to go to lunch when he screams,
You bimbo!
He grabs me again and I toss him over my shoulder to the floor and I sit on his chest. I had debated putting him in an armbar a la Ronda Rousey. The cops came and everyone explained what happened. Kevin wanted me charged with assaulting him. I said I wanted him charged with assault. The Kevin was ultimately arrested after the cops talked to everyone and reviewed the video. Hell yeah, he deserves it. That's good. I'm glad he got arrested because that is not okay. You can't just go around grabbing people. It's not gonna go well for you, man. Alright, this story's called An I Don't Work Here Lady Encounter at Bunnings. Bunnings. Don't get that wrong, guys. At Bunnings. Where? At Bunnings. Where? At Bunnings. Okay. Long-time lurker, first-time poster. Figured I should start sharing some stories since this stuff seems to happen to me every other week. Background. I live about 30 minutes from a moderate-sized town where I work and shop, generally on the same days to save myself extra trips. I go to the local Bunnings, a big hardware store, pretty often since I live rurally and am always doing something on my property. On days I work retail, my uniform is blue jeans and a black shirt. For some strange reason, I always get mistaken for a Bunnings store employee, even though their shirts and jumpers are bright red and sometimes with a dark green apron over the top. So basically, nothing in common aside from the jeans. Today, I was admittedly still wearing my name badge, but it's also bright yellow with a bird on it. No Bunnings colors in sight. This afternoon, I was perusing the timber section and checking some measurements in my notebook when a woman came bustling over to me looking like she just come straight from a fancy lunch in the city. Mid-40s, stylish haircut, crazy long nails, clothes that probably needed professional dry cleaning. You get the idea. Now, I know a lot of wonderful women named Karen, so it's not a term I use, so we'll call this lady Janet.
Excuse me? I have been waiting for 20 minutes for someone to load my bench tops.
Maybe if you check with the people up there? I point in the direction of the service desk.
What's wrong with your arms then? You come and load them for me, now.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't work.
I don't care if you're busy. Hurry up, I haven't got all day.
Janet then turns around and goes to storm off again. Gets about 10 meters before realizing I'm not following her and stomps back again.
I said to hurry up. What the hell are you just standing there for? God, you young people are so useless.
Ma'am, I can't help you. I don't work here.
Yes, you do. You're clearly working. Now go and load my bench tops before I get your manager and have you fired. I don't have time for this crap.
She then plants her hands on her hips and glares at me like I've just committed the worst sin imaginable. Now, like I said, this mistake happens a lot, and I do spend a lot of time at Bunnings, so I'm usually happy to point people in the right direction or help when I can. But no way was I busting my back lifting some no doubt heavy-ass bench tops for this rude woman. Me neither.
What?
I also do not have time for this. I'm clearly trying to shop here.
What?
Lady, I can't help you. Go and ask someone up there. Again, I point towards the service desk and try to ignore her, pulling a plank out of the shelf. Instead, Janet tries to get up into my face.
What the front door is wrong with you? Where is your manager?
No idea, but probably having a better afternoon than me. Stand back. No surprise, she doesn't. I grab the 3-meter length of pine I'd picked out, tuck it up under my arm, and Janet leaps back dramatically as though I just tried to knock her head off.
How dare you! I'm gonna have you fired!
Nope, I don't think so. Bye. I walk away, leaving a spluttering, shrieking, swearing Janet behind me. 5 minutes later, I'm up at the register waiting to pay, my plank standing upright, leaning against my shoulder, and hear the same awful shrieking behind me.
Ha! It was her! She's the
rude name
that refused to help me, and then she tried to hit me with that wood. I want her fired and I want to press charges.
I turn around and see Janet storming towards me, accompanied by 2 actual staff. Her face is as red as their Bunnings polo shirts. Manager Bob says, "This woman, ma'am," indicates to me.
Yes!
Staff member Steve says, reading my name tag and shirt logo, "She doesn't work here. She clearly works at XYZ. Manager Bob looks at me and asks if I know this woman. I tell him that I'd just been shopping when she approached me and started yelling at me, demanding I help load her car, and then swearing at me when I told her I didn't work here and tried to continue shopping. I also added that I asked her to stand back when she tried to pick up my wood, and that she did not and continued to stand very close to me. We're still supposed to be observing 1.5 meter social distancing. I did in no way try to or even come close to hitting her. I might have needed to sell my case a little more if Janet hadn't totally lost it then and started shouting at me and trying to get up in my face again, and generally making a complete scene. I grabbed my plank and backed up, at which point Manager Bob stepped in between us, apologized to me, and told Steve to check me out at another register. He then turned to Janet and started a nice, firm lecture on how Bunnings values their employees and and their customers, and no impolite attitudes would be tolerated towards either. Steve put me through an empty register, apologized again, and offered to help me out to my truck. According to him, this wasn't the first time they'd had issues with Janet. I hope those bench tops were worth making a public embarrassment of herself. So that's my latest adventure in I Don't Work Here Ladyland. Anticlimactic, I know, but I did enjoy watching management square off with a crazy customer for once, instead of taking their side. That's a really annoying story. I mean, no, the story's not annoying, but having to have dealt with that must have been pretty annoying. Thank you for sharing, OP. Thank you for sharing.
Sharon!
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.